Shalom, getting all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Wahai Rakah, Kodash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone. Um, Peace and blessing to the brothers who out there pushing the truth, out there just pushing this word in truth and sincerity. This is your brother Mafia from the Dallas camp. Just waiting there on camp, while I'm waiting. I just wanted to bring y'all a little lesson. Lord willing, this will be edifying. And I was just sitting here, just basically kind of meditating, and I see that, this time has come where we'll start seeing more and more chariots that came about, and we see them in the sky constantly now. And a lot of the brothers are seeing them, and not just only the brothers, just people in general. I mean, I saw it on the news the other day. What was that? I want to say, was it Sunday, where it was, like you say, an unidentified object that was in the sky, and I can't recall exactly what state it was, but we starting to see a lot of prophecies coming to pass. So we just start. So we got to get more and more involved in this truth. As brothers are waking up, and we got to stay in this thing throughout. You know, so just wanted to jump into some some of these scriptures here. Lord willing, this will be edifying. This is 2nd Ezra 13. And it came to pass after 7 days, I dreamed a dream by night. This is Esdras. Basically, he's going into a dream. So, um, 2. And lo, there arose a wind from the sea, and it moved all the waves thereof. And I beheld, and lo, that man waxed strong with the thousands of heaven. And when he turned his countenance to look, all the things trembled that were under him. Now, in 2, when it says the rose it wind from the sea, and it moved all the waves thereof, that's basically representation of up in the sky. Look at the blue sky. That's, if you can just think about it, that actually looks as if it's a sea above you, water. So that, and I beheld, and lo, that man waxed strong with the thousands of heaven. And when he turned his countenance to look, all the things trembled that were seen under him. All right? And we can actually go into that, in Revelation 18, where it says 18 and 1. And after these things, I saw another angel come down from the heaven, having great power, and the earth was lightened with his glory. And we all know that has to be Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. Because Yahweh Shai will be coming and beaming up his hopeful elect, which is, Lord willing, that is the men of GMS. And it says, and whensoever the voice went out of his mouth, all they burned that heard his voice, like as the earth faileth when it faileth with fire. All right. So he's going to be consuming. When the Lord returns, you're going to have everything coming on. The day of that destruction, those nuclear missiles will be going off. It will be destruction on that day, like in Amos 5 and 20. It says, it's the day of the Lord, maybe be darkness and not light. Be very dark, roughly paraphrasing. Matter of fact, let's go in here and get it. Amos 5 and 20. Shall not the day of the Lord be darkness and not light, even very dark, and no brightness in it? So when that day comes, it's going to be a terrible day, It's going to be a very, very drastic day, as we would say. All right? And he's gonna come, like you say, with that fire. He's gonna come, like you say, with those lasers and all that projectile that's coming out those chariots. That's gonna, basically cover the whole sky. Like you say, for every eye will see him. And it says, and after verse 5, and after this I beheld, and lo, there was gathered together a multitude of men out of number from the four winds of the heaven to subdue the man that came out of the sea. As you see, they're going to try to subdue him. Like all this stuff is going on. World War III is going to be going on, and they're going to be fighting amongst each other. These heathen nations, and when the Lord come out that sea, like you said, came out the sky, they're going to be terrified as well. But they're going to turn around, and going to go ahead and try to make that return. They're going to try to go and fight him. They're going to be terrified, but they're going to fight him as it come up to sea. And it says, but I beheld, and lo, he had graven himself a great mountain, and flew up upon it. But I would not have seen the region or place whereout the hill was graven. I could not. And after this I beheld, lo, all they which were gathered together to subdue him were so afraid, yet durst fight. So they're going to be scared and they're going to be terrified, but yet they're going to get up and fight. And like you said, the Lord is going to put it on, Yahweh is going to put it on their heart to go up and fight, where they can basically be destroyed, and get that in Revelations 12, and this is like precept of that, knowing that this is basically gonna be a fight in the sky, in the heavens, where it says, verse 7, and there was a war in heaven, which is gonna be that great day. You know what I'm saying? Amos 5:20. And there was war in heaven. Michael and his angels fought against the dragon, and the dragon fought and his angels, and prevailed not. So they're gonna be afraid. They're gonna go ahead and try to attack the Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, but they will not prevail not. Verse 8 again. And prevail not, neither was there found place any more in heaven. And the great dragon was cast out, that old serpent called the devil and Satan, which deceiveth the whole world. He was cast out into the heaven, and the angels were cast out with him. So that day of the Lord is coming, and we're starting to see things manifest as, like you say, more and more chariots. But when we see of that day of the Lord return, it's going to be, you won't be able to see the sky. Like you said, it's going to be full of darkness, because, the whole world will see all these chariots, multitudes and multitudes. And, it's, like I say, Lord willing, with those men that'll be beamed up, we're going to get those, those new heavenly bodies, what I'm saying, going into, to the chariots. Then we're going to come and do the Lord's will. So we try to stay on earth, do the Lord's will until that day comes, And like I say, Lord will, we those men that will be beamed up, that we keep to this work, straight, true to the faith. And, and hopefully we'll be, Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahushua will be merciful. And will actually bless us to get out of here, man. And like you say, Lord's will, that day will be soon. And just wanted to put off with that. Stay strong in the truth, brothers. Just wanted to say, all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Shalom.